The Blazers, the only team in the NBA unbeaten since the All-Star break. They've won all 3 of their games, trying to go 4-0, and they lead the Houston Rockets 64-49. Damian Lillard, who has 5 straight games of 30, has 12 in the first half. Blazers are rolling into the number 6 spot in the Western Conference. American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, it's something. I mean, it's a story.
You know, think about it. You lose 4 starters. Nobody picks you to make the playoffs. And now you're all the way up to number 6. And C.J. McCollum is the second biggest ring behind Mr. Lillard. He's been fantastic. But C.J. McCollum is the most improved player. I mean, for your average to go that much in 1 year is incredible.
Yeah, if Steph Curry's improved too, which is crazy, but he is definitely the most improved basketball player.
And you like the way they're sharing the ball, big fella.
Yeah, you know, Chuck makes a great point. They lost 4 starters, but everybody in this league can play. All you got to do is give them a chance. C.J. McCollum is getting his chance this year. But right here, perfect ball movement. Call the play's not there. You go to the counter, you slip. I don't know what the Rockets are doing on defense. The guy right here, you take a bout, finish. And Ernie, when the others are touching the ball and feeling good, everybody can play. Right here, one of the doughboys does what he do and rise to the rim. Ernie, everybody in this league
doughboys.
All you got to do is touch the ball. And one of my favorite guys, I don't even know his real name. I just call him Baby Sabonis. That's what he does.
Sabonis,
everybody touching the ball.
He's not Baby Sabonis.
Baby Sabonis. Yes,
he's a good player. He's not Baby.
That's right. That's good player.
Good
player touching the ball. Everybody being involved. That's why they're number 6.
The more I think about that stat, to lose 4 starters, 4 NBA starters off one team in 1 year, this got to be unprecedented.
Terry Stotts has done a great job.
Should be coach of the year easily.
With this bunch.
Golden State. Coach of the year, 51-5.
Well, who you going to give it to?
You're going to give it to this Golden State.
But who's going to give it to?
Steve Kerr and
Steve Kerr.
He actually got more losses than
let me tell you
Luke.
Steve Kerr's coached just as many games as Tyronn Lue.
Yeah,
let's see what's going on with your pictures tonight.
Well, I dare you. I dare you.
You dare me what? I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going.
Oh, no!
Almost big.
You never make a mistake on that thing until you're live.
I never make a mistake on it. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that was very disappointing.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. But no, that's very disappointing.
Get that package out that mail, too.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. You know what I was talking about? Shaq was talking about the offense. So as we let it run, I'm really talking about the lack of defense on the Rockets. And that's really because the Portland Trailblazers' ability to just stretch the floor. They have 2 guys on the outlet. Freeze it here. Because when the outlet comes, you don't have to wait for Damian Lillard because he's a point guard as well. And they stretch the floor. The floor is stretched. Very similar to Golden State. If you don't sprint back, freeze it again. If you don't sprint back to the paint, you don't sprint back to the paint, James Harden, Dwight Howard, what happens, they have ball movement, body movement, and they move it around, and they find easy dunks. So the 2 guys, Lillard and McCollum, don't have to score. Freeze it again. They spread the floor because now you have to play defense. You'll be on the hash mark. But if you don't sprint back to the paint, then all of a sudden they spread the floor, they drive, freeze it again. You don't sprint back here. James Harden, you don't rotate over. All of a sudden they find another person, and then they have the great ball movement, body movement, body movement.
You almost made up for the bad start.
Yeah, okay. My bad.
But to your point on the others, too, man, I tell you, here's he stutters out of the start.
Stutters out of the gate, man. It was too close.
I mean, Mo Harkless, Ed Davis, all these guys, they're getting great minutes out of a lot of guys on this Portland side.
Give them a chance, Ernie. Everybody can play.
Yeah, but
those 2 guys, man, they're tough.
But thank you. See, people always talk about the others. You have to understand one thing about the others. The others can't do their thing without stars. And their 2 guys are playing fantastic. Like, everybody got others. You know, Shaq, everybody in the NBA can play. But those others, what separates teams, the good teams from the bad team, your stars have to play like stars. That's what separates one team from another. Because, like I say, everybody in the NBA can play.
Denver has others, right?
Denver's got others, but they don't have. And I told you, I'm not going to move this backcourt past the Toronto guys, but this is one of the great backcourts of the future right here.
64-49. Houston shoots 50% in the first half, but they're down by 15 as Portland shoots 52%. Back with more right after this.
Almost.
Welcome to the American Express Halftime Report, brought to you by American Express. Visit NBA.com/MXTeammate to learn about amazing experiences, offers, and more from American Express.
American Express teammates, and who doesn't want to be a teammate of this guy? Steph Curry, who went for 51 points in Orlando tonight, hit 10 threes. You know, Kenny,
Yes.
he makes it look
Staffordless.
and he did again tonight. Third 50-point game.
I got to tell you something. After playing last night in a very tough game at Miami, to come back and do that tonight, that
impresses the Chuckster.
That was impressive to the Chuckster.
Well, they left the game ended at 10:30 in Miami. They were in Orlando by 11:15.
But it's just the fact that was a hard game. I mean, they almost lost
that was a
game
grind.
last night.
That was a grind last night.
That was a grind to come back and play that, shoot that well. 10 for 15. That impressive.
You live by the jump shot, and you live by the jump shot.
And you thrive by the jump.
You never die. I like that one.
52.
You live by the jump shot, you thrive by the jump. I like that, Ernie.
Yeah, thanks.
That's good. You thrive by it.
Hey,